So offensive rebound, defensive rebound.
I mean, just in general, we gave up 41 rebounds against Winthrop. And like I said, I like that Winthrop team a lot. I think they're an NCAA team. But we gave up 41 rebounds. And we got 44. And I'm happy about that. But, I mean, that you can't lose the rebounding battle or only win the rebounding battle by 3 against Winthrop and think you're just going to out-rebound Indiana all of a sudden.
I don't know.
By the way,
granted,
Coach Kelsey talks at noon, by the way.
At noon. Okay.
Noon. So, yeah, we'll take that on the V show.
By the way, I don't know. I mean, Indiana rebounded. I mean, they were 34-34. Well, okay, let me play this game. Let me go back to my depth conversation, though.
Right.
Does that make rebounding easier as the game goes on? Like, yeah. I mean, when Ballo's 34 minutes in, and I think he'll have to be, if he's playing 31 minutes and he's playing that type of minutes so far, he's probably going to have to, because if he's out, that's a big deal for Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like for as much as I love their starters, man, that's a big deal.
Okay, let me play this game with you.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana has 2 primary rebounders. Sometimes I think teams with 2 big guys usually don't, especially teams that are not coached very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like my 2 big boys go get the rebound. Everybody else is looking for kickouts to get out in transition and stuff like that.
Well, and that's Ballo and the Renew. I don't know how do you say it. Renew. I mean,
the front court kid.
Yep. They grabbed the board. I mean, those are the 2 guys. I mean, just to your point, Marcus, looking at the UNCG game, 10 and 11. Ballo had 11. The number 5 had 10.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else was over 4.
100%. See, not even knowing that, I was telling you, I don't think that's I think they have 2 good rebounders, but I don't think that's a good rebounding team. I think for Rain Smith to end up with as many rebounds as he has a lot of times, for Javon Hadley to end up with as many rebounds across the board, we rebound as a team. And Kelsey, in his practices and his analytics, he is a rebound head, and I think Winthrop, we're going to find out later on, they were just like us as far as commitment to team rebounding. Got, like I said, got a couple of guys that are a little quicker to the ball than we were.
Sure.
But I think our team focus on rebounding will balance out. Again, I do fear Monster Night out of Ballo. I do fear Monster Night out of Mackenzie and Baco. Just a stud doing stud things. You can't do anything about it. Right? But
absolutely.
But as far as like I said, the team rebounding and the team defense, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We could be in for a pleasant surprise after looking at the Indiana matchup.
Yeah. I mean, hey, again, when I go through their numbers, man, I'm telling you, what excites me, man, is looking at box scores. Okay, is like 100%. They don't go past that starting 5 very much. I mean, and not even numbers wise. I'm talking production. Like, I'm looking for, because I mean, well, and let me just be clear. I love my team. I think we can be a really good team. In the very small sample size, I'm still looking for reasons why I can win more so than I am looking for reasons I'm going to lose when I'm playing a top 15 team. I think that's fair.
Right.
So that's where I'm kind of coming from right now. Is I'm still in the mode with this team where I'm like, okay, I'm playing Indiana tomorrow. Let me find reasons I can win. Not like, when you love your team, you're like, okay, what could go wrong?
Right. Right.
So I'm kind of looking for reasons I can win. And man, I mean, you go through and you look and it's like,
I got another one.
Okay.
You like their backcourt. You like the talent of their backcourt.
I do. I like Miles Rice and those. I think he's a really good player.
Rice
Yeah.
But you know what? Chucky Hepburn can make him uncomfortable.
And Rice is a freshman.
True freshman. Chucky Hepburn can make him uncomfortable. Now, I'll let you do the caveat, or you'll let me do the caveat. There's a guy. There's 3 of these guys, and they're going to be in these zebra stripes that can make it bad for us really quick with Chucky. And I feel like we'll know early. But listen, Chucky, a whole, 32 minutes of Chucky Hepburn on defense on a true freshman. He's going to have to lace him up. Rice is really going to have to lace him up. Because here's the thing. Right now, they're 4-0. They have not got their shell cracked. They haven't. No. Yep. They have not had a fan. Listen, you know that somebody like Dan Dockage is twisting his cheeks right now, waiting for them to get busted, right? Yeah. So they haven't saw any uncomfortableness, like much uncomfortableness. And it's hard to crack a 5-star's confidence. But if somebody can do it, it'll be Chucky. And I'm saying defensively, make him uncomfortable. Let him kick the ball out of bounds early. Just off of trying to shake and bake or whatever. One of those deflections end up in the open court dunk. And look, then you got then you get Chucky with an open court pick, and he passes it up to Casey Pryor's silly facial expression. and listen, that will irritate a true freshman point guard, Steve. Yeah. Casey Pryor will do it. And it will. Casey Pryor off these pick and rolls, we're going to have to give Casey Pryor his credit. He has timed about 4 point guards already on the pick and roll, pick.
I'll say this too, man. I mean, even Indiana is even a game. Dare I say? I'm going to really watch Terrence Edwards tomorrow.
That's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about too.
Yeah, because I think tomorrow's a game. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence. Who did he have his 2 best games against? Like, that got him really noticed. Michigan State.
Oh, yeah, Michigan State
and Wisconsin. Yeah, Michigan State and Wisconsin. And Big Ten style teams. Now, Indiana, while they're big, physical, and athletic, they play Big Ten stylish. That's the problem, though. Like, they kind of like play a big. I just don't think Mike Woodson's very good. I'm sorry. I know I keep going back to that.
Off the page.
Yeah.
No, listen, and that's when you say, "Hey, hit him with the bag." You go to Kelsey and say, "Hey, you're here to expose somebody like Woodson."
Yeah.
And hit him with the full bag.
Yeah.
Put him in a position to be in a press conference where he has to say, well, they did some things that kind of we weren't ready for. Make Indiana stew in that for a little bit.
Oh, God. Wouldn't that be just the dream?
Right. But Terrence Edwards. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna yell about this, but depending on what direction we went.
Hey, Rice is a sophomore.
Okay, fair.
Okay, but he's still a young guy. I mean,
okay. So here's the thing, Steve. I got agitated this morning. I shouldn't have got agitated. I did. I'm making my clove tea. Everything's going smooth. I come around the corner. I look up at the TV, and I see the big, bold Troy Aikman, Lamar Jackson. It doesn't matter how many games he wins. It doesn't matter if he makes it to the AFC Championship or wins the AFC Championship. It is Super Bowl or bust. I'm like, or what?
Yeah.
Or what? He'll continue being the most exciting quarterback that we've seen. What's the or what? Right?
Yeah.
So it just kind of irritated me, right?
No, it's fair.
Because I'm like, I love watching him play. And it's like, I'm like, so now he has Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning. That's funny.
Peyton Manning.
I do like that Peyton Manning.
What a great commercial.
Yeah. Right. But yeah. So here's the thing. The reason I brought that up even is because I'm going to take my agitation at Troy Aikman, and then I'm going to become Troy Aikman.
Okay, yeah.
Terrence Edwards, you better have a big-time game against Indiana.
Yeah.
Or what, Marcus? or what? I'm gonna keep on relying on you.
You're still gonna start.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking anything from you.
Right. But do you understand where I'm coming from when I say you really need to have a good game against Indiana?
Absolutely.
Like for our confidence moving forward, it'd really be nice for you to, to be able to hold your own.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you got a big flashlight or a big spotlight on Terrence Edwards the same way?
I do, because I feel like that this game fits his style. And I'm like, I don't love his style. I'll be honest with you. I've probably been the most disappointed with him since I know he had the big game in the exhibition game. I like Terrence Edwards. I think he can help us a lot. Like, let me be clear. But, he had the he had the game there, but I've probably been the most disappointed with him so far. However, if you show me, okay, but in games like this is more of my style, I can go from, okay, Terrence Edwards is just this elite guy that's going to lead us in every game, to going, okay, there's certain kind of games, though, where he's going to really thrive. Virginia, and games like that we lose typically. Now we've got a guy tomorrow that would build a lot of confidence in me.
Are you scared to put him in the gamer category?
Yeah, I am. I think he's a little more game specific.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought he would kind of be the best player
overall.
You know what I mean? When he come in, I was just like, okay, he's going to be the best player. I'm starting to see now he's a little more game specific than that. Not he's going to dominate every single game. You get what I'm saying? Whereas I think Chucky's going to be consistent. I think
I don't know yet.
Sure. I can be swayed.
Yeah,
We're 4 games in.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I feel you on the early way to, we do it every time. The way too early.
I'm just giving where I stand today.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, after the Bahamas, I might be like, shut up. He's the best player on the team. Y'all are idiots.
I do think that, okay, this might be something in the back. Listen, eternal optimist, whatever. I do think there is still something. Okay, this is how I'll make the example. I was never good in all-star games, right?
Right.
I was never good in all-star games because I appreciated everybody else's skill sets, So I didn't shoot a lot because I'm like, okay, he can do something with the ball. He can do something with the ball. And, I kind of try to play off of people a lot. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was like, no, you're supposed to be an all-star game. You're supposed to go get yours. Right. And people would tell me, the AAU, no, go out there and go get yours and don't worry about this. And I think Edwards is kind of still in that he's impressed with his teammates. So he's still trying to put if
that's fair. That's fair. I would listen to that.
Yeah. Because it's
mm-hmm.
I know JMU did a good job, but it's if you go look at the JMU, it's a.
Hey, Carlick said it, man.
Yeah,
Carlick said it when he got here. Carlick said, "I've not played with guys this tall. Everybody's so big
and can move
and can move." And he was he had a little bit of an adjustment period where this is out of his own mouth, where he said he was it was a little tough to kind of get to learn how to play with guys this talented, that were that size.
Right. Cause it's you
play with them, not against them. I can play against them. Yeah. But play with them.
Especially again, if you're not a go get yours kind of guy, if you really bought in, you kind of look uncomfortable, until it's almost like Chucky or just anybody, pick a guy. It's whatever, when the other team leaders or the coaching staff is going to be like, hey, we need you to be you. Does that make?
No, I was laughing at James.
Oh yeah.
James just walked in, pulled Nick's headphone off of his ear and started whispering in his ear. I was like, he's really taking that Blue Chew thing seriously.
I need some of that Blue Chew.
Can I get some of that Blue Chew?
Yeah. we need an office stipend.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh no. Well, no. I mean, we can keep joking. It's fine. Let me ask you this. We've had back-to-back text over this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I'm going to say it anyways, even though both texters are probably like, whatever, you're still on our point. I was going to actually ask you this. So the fact that two texters have put this back-to-back, I feel like I have to now.
Just steal it.
Yeah, look, I know I should have just said, hey, look, this is all mine. That building, I wonder if that's going to help us a little bit. That,
yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying.
It's a conference center. It's a smaller.
Yep.
It's an intimate type gym.
I don't know. Assembly Hall small.
I mean, not really.
Look, I thought about it, Steve, and I thought, I hope some Indiana people are listening. And I just wanted to take a dig at Indiana.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Right? I mean, it's still small.
It is ugly, but I don't know. It's kind of, it's traditional. I mean, it's like you can't hate it, but it's
make sure
it's kind of like it almost looks like it has jaundice. Like when you're watching a game, it's like everything's just yellow.
Make sure everybody knows you're joking.
No, I'm really not about that part. Like it does look like when when you look at it, you're just like, well, is my screen yellow? You're like, I know Indiana's not yellow. Why is it a yellow tint in here?
What?
It's like it's just the building has turned yellow.
They're crimson and cream.
Yeah, that's true. But seriously,
look, that wasn't
it's
intentional.
Hey, the court
cream wasn't intentional.
Yeah, it's like you're really creaming my TV. Indiana basketball, the cream pies of the Big Ten. You're like, okay, yeah, I know.
It used to be football.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay, but the court feels smaller. I mean, like it's in that setting.
You can go to the movie. Of course, I'm gonna blank on the movie. Hoosiers is the name of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it's Hoosiers where he measures the rim.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Of all my years, you cannot convince me that all these basketball courts are the same size.
I know, man.
You cannot convince me that all these rims are the exact same height. It just, as many times as you've been on court, Steve, haven't some rims felt slower and courts felt longer? When you played at a college or something, it's like there's no way a high school basketball court is the same length as a college basketball court, right?
Yeah. Yes.
In your mind, that just imagine going to.
I don't think it is.
But you get
in a high school court shorter than a basketball college court.
I think
no.
Really?
They're the same
too.
Really? Maybe they're wider. I don't know.
No, I think they're all the same.
Really?
Listen, I do think they're all the same. But
okay, maybe so.
You can't convince me that they're the same.
But I know what you're saying,
right?
Yeah.
Like shooting in the Carrier Dome or whatever it's called now, it sucks.
Uh-huh.
Your depth perception is way off. But here's the thing, Steve. You get a Denny Crum high-paced trapping team, right? An athletic team, and you put them in a gym like Tulane's gym or something back in the day. It just felt like you could just suffocate a team. And you could just see them usually when they'd attack you, you'd see them retreating. Like your big, long 1-3-1 half court presses, they just look menacing in a small gym. And we do have
high school court is smaller, brother.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I would go from Northwest to Austin P and be like, this is not the same.
You guys are doing something different here. Yeah, it's insane. Well, no, they really are, actually.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Okay, we have to look that up. But you get my point. It will make a what does Lieberman call his recovery dribble? What's that? The retreat dribble, right?
We don't use any words like that.
Okay.
We don't use help. We don't use retreat.
Okay.
We don't use any of those. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
because we're not losers.
But you understand the dribble that I'm talking about.
It's 84 feet. High school court's 84 feet by 50 feet wide.
Versus
a college court, which is 94 by 50.
10 feet difference?
Mm-hmm.
Felt like more than that.
Leaf said he calls that an escape dribble.
Escape dribble. Okay. Oh, that sounds losers. I'm trying to escape.
No, it's not. No, escape because I'm escaping, which means I'm going somewhere. Retreat is like you're I'm in retreat.
You're running away.
Yeah.
Decepticons, retreat.
Yeah. See, we don't do that.
Okay. But point is, in those gyms, you see a lot of retreat dribbles, escape dribbles going the wrong direction. That, like I said, an active handsy team like ours, again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Mac Brown just got canned.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he sucks. But no, I agree. That's why I think tomorrow, man, and I'm interested to see my team in a tournament style atmosphere.
Oh, I want to see how tough they are.
It's a little bunkerish, man. Like they've all said it, and I was glad to hear Rain Smith said it after the game. He says, look, he was talking with Bob and Paul, and he was like, hey, the last time we went to the Bahamas, it was fun. It was get together. It was, hey, let's learn about each other. Let's have fun, stuff like that. He was like, this is a tournament. This is for business. We're going down there. We're bunkering now. You know what I mean?
Trying to make a statement. I tell you what, Steve, let's take a quick commercial break, sneak one in.
Yeah. We'll Chris, hang through the break because we have to keep Nick on schedule right here. And I promise we will take Chris's call right out of the break.
Quick commercial break, 939 DeVille.
Hey, Card fans, Attorney Sam Aguirre here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
We all have many things to be thankful for over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Friends, family, health come to mind. But also,
thank you, Cyber Monday bargains.
Thank goodness for elastic waistbands.
Thank you, big old juicy turkey. Jell-O with fruit in it? Not so much.
So thankful I called dibs on the recliner.
Thank you, leftovers.
And if you're getting even a little buzzed, everyone thanks you for getting a ride. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win, breakaway, pick six, three-point shot, underdog win, buzzer beater, shootout, walk-off, and absolutely every play in between is amazing. From football to basketball and hockey to baseball, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky.
The University Club is the place for all Cardinal football fans to watch the upcoming game against Kentucky this weekend. The club is open to the entire community for road games. A membership is not required, so be sure to bring your friends and family and catch the Cards in the comfort of the most Cardinal-friendly place in the city of Louisville. We are open 1 hour before the game starts. That's 11 a.m. this Saturday, November 30th. Our Bar Bites menu and other food will be available to go along with drink specials, door prizes, and Cardinal sports on the TV. And free parking. Call us at 502-852-6996 to RSVP or visit our website, auclublouisville.com.
Matzo Pie Anchorage is Louisville's best-kept secret and the pizza partner for 1020's flagship craft brewery in Butchertown, 2 blocks from Lynn Family Stadium, along with 1020 Douglas Loop and in Clarksville. Matzo Pie is the perfect combination of flavor, tasty sourdough, thin crust pizza paired with local craft beer. Keep it independent, Louisville. Matzo Pie and 1020 Craft Brewery are your absolute go-tos for local brick oven pizza and craft beer. You can also bring the pie to your backyard. Unique caterings for parties of all sizes, weddings, birthdays, derby, retirements, corporate lunches, rehearsals, and more. Visit matzopie.com for more.
What's up, everybody? Chris Moneymaker here, 2003 World Series of Poker champion. And I just opened a brand new club in Louisville, Kentucky called Moneymaker Social. At Moneymaker Social, we have poker tournaments, poker cash games. We also have 20 TVs, so whatever game you want to watch, it's always going to be on. We have a full kitchen, and we have several other things to keep you busy, such as PlayStations, while you're waiting for your game. So come check us out on Signature Drive, just off Fern Valley Road on I-65. Look forward to seeing you there.
Hey, it's Bob Valdano. Let me tell you about my fantastic experience with Ken J. Beener & Son HVAC, your trusted independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. Just recently, they installed the new HVAC unit in my home, and I couldn't be happier. From start to finish, their team's professional, knowledgeable, and made the whole process literally a breeze. Thanks to Ken J. Beener & Son, my home is comfortable year-round. For top-quality HVAC service, I highly recommend them, so call Ken J. Beener & Son today. Feel the difference with American Standard.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
So, welcome back. It's Midday Sparkle Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 939 is the station. If he's still there and held on through break, we want to throw it to Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. Thanks for joining us at 93.9. Fire away, Chris.
What's up, Marcus Rummage?
What's up, man?
Maybe, and I remember my freshman year playing college ball. That 10-foot might as well have been 3 miles. Between that and a 27-year-old man guarding you when you're only 18, oh, man, that court felt like it was a football field.
You're right.
That, man.
Gridiron.
So here's the thing I see about he got his stuff. So somewhere in there, he's got to find his comfort zone and not rely on being a jump shooter. He can take some jump shots, but somewhere he's got to find a way to get downhill, catching the pass, getting off the screen, and getting downhill. Right now, I think he's what you're saying, Marcus. He appreciates everybody, but he needs to have the prior man attitude. Like, I'm going to get mine. I came here to score. I came here to show people what I can do. At some point, Edwards has to get downhill and get back to being the guy that we saw in the film that Steve was so excited we were getting. And now I feel like he's become more of a step-back jump shooter. The 2 that he took the other night, I was like, that's not him. That is false. That is false hope. Do not – the fact that he hit both of them, I'm like, oh, gosh. Now he's going to think that's who he is. Get downhill. Get to the free throw line. I'm so excited about the Bahamas. I think I watched Indiana play the other day. They give up so much dribble penetration. Our guys have got to get downhill. I'll get off and I'll listen to you.
Yeah,
appreciate
for
the
sure.
call.
I'm listening. I was gonna say, do you want to clean it out? We got we got somebody else on line.
Okay, yep, throw to him.
Yeah, Ellis, welcome in, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
What did I tell y'all last season about Brown? Y'all said I don't know what I'm talking about. Would I take them to lose at least 4 games a year, didn't I?
I mean, we're
what
about
y'all
to have
got to say now?
well, we're about to have a second 8-win season, possibly a 9-win season to couple our 10-win season. So probably not a lot. Why? Is there something you're unhappy with?
So you satisfied with losing 4 or 5 games a year?
I mean, I'm satisfied with winning 8, 9 games a year. Yeah, I mean, at 10, 2 years, he's going to probably have 10 and 9 wins. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Why? I mean, we've ranked both years, and we've nearly cracked the top 50.
You know you lying.
No,
you lying, right?
No, I'm not at all. I mean, why would I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if
All
you're
right.
unhappy, then you should probably go cheer for Texas or Alabama or somebody that's going to be in the top 5 every year.
Oh, okay. So going down the road, huh? Going down the road.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. We got the standard. Satterfield, what was the coach here before Brown? When he was losing like that, it was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we were winning 5 and 6 games a year, Ellis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Brown ain't no better than none of the other coaches, like I told you.
Well, he's about 4 games better a year.
So you're used to it.
Well, I am. I mean, I'm used to winning. This is good. Yeah, we're winning about 4 or 5 games more than we won with those guys. So yeah.
No, you're not. Satterfield was better than him.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Okay, I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, they're not winning. I mean, the records still say that.
Why can't you admit it?
Because the records, Ellis, what do you want me to say? The records are different. I mean, we're ranked in the top 10. Like, I don't.
Were you laughing to keep it?
We went to the ACC title game last year. Like, I don't know. Do you just want to argue? I mean, we can argue about something. I mean, if you want to argue, but we literally were in the conference title game last year. Like, we have. I mean, you
went to the conference title game last year and lost to Florida State with a backup, and you satisfied with it.
No, I'm not. We should be undefeated. You're right. I'm sorry. We should be undefeated.
Yeah, you should be. You should want to be undefeated.
We are. We should be. We should be undefeated right now. And last year, I don't know why Louisville football's ever lost a game.
Okay.
I can't believe they. I mean, I just can't believe. I can't believe they lost to Miami.
What should the expectations be?
The expectations to be in the playoffs. What do you mean? Y'all sound ridiculous. The expectation, this team was good. This team was good enough to be in the playoffs, and then every time they lose, they blame the defense. And it's Brom. Brom is the problem. Going get with the program.
No. The defense is like 100. Like, look,
they're gonna lose to Kentucky too. Watch, I guarantee you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Appreciate.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to Kentucky too. Watch.
And you probably hope more than anybody they lose to Kentucky. So
no, I don't hope that.
I can tell.
I don't hope that. That's the truth. Like I told you last year. What did I say?
When they were top 10 and won 10 games?
So no playoffs. Okay.
We need
appreciate the call.
Winning 10 games. Like, no, I mean, look, you've got a platform. Man.
Oh, you tell me.
No, you tell me. You well, who you want?
I don't know. You know why? Because I don't know who will come here for this job. To be honest with you.
So you
My need to figure out. It's not my job. My stand is to get the coach in here that can win.
It's just whoever they hire.
This is the AC. Game. Don't lose to Stanford. Don't lose to SMU. Do you get it now?
No, I get it. SMU's 11-1, ranked in the top 10.
Don't lose. Who else they lose? Matter of fact, who else they lose to that wasn't good?
Two teams.
Notre Dame. No,
Miami
hey, it was that crap. It was that crappy top 5 Notre Dame team, Ellis, that you're trying to find. You probably.
Wait a minute.
You were a Texas fan, you would be like, man, we get this coach out of here, man. This dude sucks, man. We only beat Vanderbilt. We ain't beat nobody but Vanderbilt, man. Who we beat? We suck. I mean, Georgia beat us by 4 touchdowns, man.
I just sit there and told you, don't lose more than 2 games if he's a great coach in the ACC. It's simple. You understand that?
I understand what you're saying.
If he'd have lost,
it just makes no sense
in the playoffs. It's that simple. Don't look. If you only lost 2 games, you didn't lose to Stanford. You should be able to only lose 2 games to get in the playoffs.
Right. You know what? You're right.
That's all they asking for.
You're right.
You can't even do that, Brom. You idiot.
Yeah, right. You idiot.
You an idiot too for life.
You an idiot, man. I know, Brom. You're an idiot, man.
Appreciate the call.
Because, hey, man, you had us in the ACC title game, man, a year ago.
Okay, that'll do it.
ACC title.
Ellis, do you hear how silly that sounds?
How many losses did he have last year?
Gentlemen.
How many losses did he have?
Ellis.
He got there by default, and you know it.
Ellis.
And then lost.
Who do you want to coach?
Who do you want
to coach?
Did you listen to any of the show today before you called?
Can you name another coach in college football?
How about this? I got a good coach that I'd rather have than him.
Okay, who is it?
I'd rather have Deion Sanders than him that could have been him.
Awesome. All right, cool. That's all I needed to know. All right. So, anyways, I know where he was coming from. So, anyways, now can we? I knew that was going to be his answer, by the way.
I knew.
So I was trying to get that, but regardless, we got it.
We spent 8 minutes for that. To all the listeners, to you, to Marcus, I apologize because we were having a nice basketball discussion, then it just got completely derailed. I should do a better job screening.
No, you don't. But also, there does come a point where you can't just call in and just say something crazy, and then when you get challenged on it, you're just like, well, no, it's just my thing.
I didn't have a lot to back that up. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you're just mad about the Stanford loss, and we're all mad about the Stanford loss. But I
think he was mad about something.
No, it's a lot more than that.
You want to take Kevin?
Yeah, let's get Kevin.
All right, Kevin, welcome in, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
How we doing?
Let me comment on. Listen, I know when I say this, you're like, oh, he's a hater. Okay? I'm not a Louisville hater. I'm a Kentucky hater. I'm an IU guy. I'm an IU guy. We have sucked in football our entire existence. Okay? Every school can have 1 or 2, 3, 4 good years. Doesn't make you a power. Louisville football is not a national football brand. You're not a Michigan, Ohio State, and Alabama, USC. You're not even a Wisconsin or an Iowa. You're a Louisville football. You're an inner city school. Okay? Now, I'm not a hater. Get that straight. I actually follow Louisville football. But the reality is, you guys are every year probably a 7 or 8 win program. In your history, look up your history. You have a 52% winning percentage. Is that dominance? Is that a power? You're 12-13 in your bowl games. And we're talking powdered milk bowl. We're talking 480 credit score bowls. We're not talking you're 12-13 in Rose Bowls, Orange Bowls, Sugar Bowls, Fiesta Bowls. Can we agree on that?
Maybe.
You got to let
okay.
We'll see.
So, but what I'm trying to say is you guys are delusional when you think you're national championship material. You're not even Boise State. I'm just being honest. This is coming from an Indiana fan. You guys are 7 or 8 in weak conference. I mean, 7 or 8 in an ACC, and that's fine. You should be happy with that. I was a good basketball player. I was never NBA material. I'm currently not NBA material, and I never will be. That's the way with Louisville football. You've never been a national power. You're currently not a national power, and you never will be a national power. You can have good seasons. That's the reality, guys. You can have good seasons, but you're not an undefeated national championship material program. How many 4- and 5-star recruits do you guys get every year?
Where did these
Who would want to come play at Louisville when you can go to USC? I mean, let's be honest about it. When you go to Alabama, unless someone's talking $5 million, someone else is going to throw you $2 million.
Who hurt
then
you?
Sure, that might persuade someone.
You're an IU fan?
I mean, I'm an IU fan.
IU hurt you, didn't they?
Okay.
I mean, that's what I said. We've been under 50% the entire career, the entire existence, but we play in the Big Ten, obviously. You guys are 52%, and you played in Southwest Missouri's conference or whatever, wherever you played.
Well,
so when you got a fan calling in going, we should be in the national championship game. And last year, you were sitting there talking about, we got just as good a resume as Michigan. And this year, you guys are picking on Penn State.
Well, we did. We did last year. That's just as good of a resume as Michigan.
Penn State's a multinational champion, but I'm saying Michigan. You guys aren't in the same breath as Michigan's and Penn State's and Ohio State's. Let me ask you one question real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you guys a better football brand than, let's say, Iowa? Are you guys a better football brand than Iowa?
I was
currently
in state school.
Probably
today. Yeah.
Historically, probably
I'm not talking today. I'm not talking today. I'm just talking, in the last 30 years.
30
only the last 30 years.
30
years.
What's Iowa done that Louisville's not done in the last 30 years?
Well, let's see. Iowa has 77. I'm looking at it. 77 first-team All-Americans. Louisville has 18. No, I'm just saying a football brand. You know what a brand is, right? Obviously, you're always talking about it. Like, you got a basketball brand.
Quite aware. You're an IU fan?
Okay. You've got a basketball
How long
brand,
you cheer
right?
for IU?
That's Nebraska saying, well, Tommy Frazier.
40 years.
Okay. IU fan, though. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Just making sure.
Going back to Bob Knight.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just saying your fan base is delusional when you think you're not what you think you are. I don't get it.
Well,
you're 12 and 13.
Why
in your
does
bowl
that
games.
agitate you?
Kevin, I'll listen to a lot of things, but honestly, I'm not talking football brands with an IU fan, so I appreciate the call. So, anyways,
I cannot believe.
I'll argue with Ellis. I'm not arguing football brands with an IU fan.
Those were like the worst two cases.
I don't know what to say.
What
else you want me to say?
Listen. There's
what the hell is happening? First off, where is Marcus? Is he still here?
No, he's probably just gave up. He's like, you know what? I'm done.
It says he's connected, but I don't hear him. So
let's take James. Let's go with James. Let's just keep it going. James, welcome in, man. What's going on, bud?
If I woke up in the Twilight Zone again, is Kenny Payne still my basketball coach? What is going on?
What is going on, James?
But you mean to tell me I just got a lecture from an Indiana football fan talking about his football program?
What are we doing?
And worrying about my brand?
What are we doing here?
What? Dude, you ran away from me this summer. Don't you remember that? Go sit down somewhere.
I said, James,
I'm
not talking football with an Indiana fan. I'm just not doing it.
Like talking baseball. It's like talking baseball to a UK fan. Man, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Go to lecture somebody on Louisville's radio show about Indiana football. You got to be out your mind. Put them damn Katie Slate pants on to go get you some fudge and shut up.
What are we doing?
James, what are we doing?
You know what, James?
And then this one joker calls in and talking about That Scott Satterfield, dude, you are a joke. I bet you still want Kenny Payne as your basketball coach tomorrow. You're a loser. I guarantee I'm still paying for your Section 8 house and that your kids to eat. I'm out.
All right, well, we didn't need that.
I've been here the whole
all right, let's go to who do we got next?
Can you not hear me?
Let's go with Chad.
Chad, welcome in. What's going on, Chad?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
I'll just I can't believe what I've just heard concerning football. They want to it seems like every time we've had the momentum going, like we had that stretch from like 03, 04, 05, 06, but then Petrino leaves and we lose our momentum. And then Cragthorpe comes in.
Steve. There's a video. There's a couple videos, right? Where the families play a trick on the child, right? You know what they do? They put the child in the chair and then they put a blanket over him and then they take the blanket off and then everybody's like, "Oh, where'd the kid go?" Okay. Now, do you know the frustration that child goes through? Have you seen that little girl where she's screaming and crying? She's mortified. When I realized that I was screaming at Kevin and Ellis, or Ellis and Kevin, and then I realized that nobody could hear me, it was heartbreaking. I was so angry. I was so angry I was so angry at Kevin, and I just wanted you to do more, and I wanted you to do more. Oh, I know you did a great job of letting them talk. I did not want you to cut them off, but I wanted you to do more. I'm like, "Who hurt you?" Listen, I was screaming 30 years? 30 years? So Nebraska and Tommy Frazier are being lumped into this conversation. Is this what you're telling me? 30 years. That means you're lumping Cordell Stewart in with Colorado is brand. They're yeah, since last year. You crazy? Mhm. God. You're playing the odds when you say I'm like this coach.
talented players. That McKenzie Mbako is tough.
He's
but
good.
Guess what? They got a crappy coach that is, just another extension of Kenny Payne. The only difference between him and Kenny Payne is that he can recruit a little bit better. And, and IU will not do anything this year with a great, with a decent roster. But, I don't look to see Indiana in the tournament. And if they are, they're bubble bound. And with the amount of talent they have on that team, they should be a heck of a lot better. And their current basketball coach will be gone within the next year or two, guaranteed. And I'm out. Go Cards. Let's kick out of Indiana tomorrow and beat the Cats this weekend. And Gonzaga or West Virginia too while we're at it. One of those guys. So y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Appreciate it, Patrick. Yeah, hey man, that's a lot of well, if you need energy, let me tell you about my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. They can get you. I think everybody has plenty of energy today. But if you need something like that, listen, give a gift to yourself. Get over there, Tri-State Men's Health. And here's the thing, guys. You're going into the wintertime. You're going into that. You need a little extra boost. You're about to get into New Year, New Me season, which is, again, I don't say that mocking. Like, I think the New Year's a great time to make a decision to start changing some things. I'm totally for that. I know we joke about that sometimes, but I mean, sometimes Mondays or beginning of the year is a great time to kind of get rolling, and do something that you haven't done yet. So get over there, check them out. Listen, go on to tristatemenshealth.com, take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions. It'll take you about 2 minutes. It's really easy to do. Go in, get you an appointment. If you sign up for testosterone at that appointment, they'll waive that $99 fee completely, right? So then you won't even have to pay that. But get over there, get to feeling better than you felt in a long time, whether it's weight loss, whether it's energy, whether it's erectile dysfunction, anything that you need, they can help you over there at Tri-State Men's Health. And tell them you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
Okay.
What a great day.
And Steve, enjoy yourself. I'll land the plane.
Yeah. Have at it, bud. I'm out of
The Ville.
Hey, Card fans. Attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurting a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Rico and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Rico Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Rico and Savin. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
Main Street is calling your name. Down One Bourbon Bar is ready to be your lunchtime or happy hour destination. Located right next to the KFC Yum Center and one of the hottest spots on the Urban Bourbon Trail, Down One is the perfect place to kick back before the big game or concert. We're here to prove that what tacos can't cure, whiskey will.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Hey, the holidays are here. Look good with a fresh new haircut from Big League Haircuts. It's the best haircut value in the Ville. 5-0 Tuesdays, $5 off a haircut ticket of 2 or more each Tuesday and Wednesday. 2 area locations, J-Town on Taylorsville Road, Fern Creek on Bardstown Road. Serving the Ville for 20 years. And reminder, tune in to the Big League Haircuts V Stakes Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the V Show. You'll have a chance to win a free haircut and other great prizes. Play hard and look good at Big League Haircuts for Men.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your house will be a common event. If you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. This month, when you buy a complete Train system from DFH, you receive a 10-year parts and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. And you'll finally have the temperature just right in that hard-to-heat-up room this winter. It's hard to stop a Train, so call DFH Company today about a Train comfort system at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Spring Street Bar and Grill, open daily 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. with food served until 2 a.m. Join them for Monday Night Trivia at 7 p.m. with cash prizes for the top 3 teams. Daily lunch special, 5 and fry. 5 chicken wings and a side of fries for just $10. Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. Also, $10 wing specials for football Mondays and all-day Thursdays. 10 of Spring Street's famous wings for only $10. Spring Street Bar and Grill. Come early, stay late.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of
Marcus, we're coming back in about 90
kidney
seconds.
and heart disease. Okay. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville.
That was
they
a
use
wild
the most
20
up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence.
Kevin calls in, and I was like, all right. He's like, I got something to say to this Ellis guy. I was like, all right. So we got a Louisville fan calling in, and then he proceeds to shit on Louisville more than.
And be sure to tell Marcus.
It's like, what the fuck?
Fall is the perfect time for fishing in Kentucky. The crisp air and vibrant colors make for a great outdoor experience. Grab your gear and head to one of our beautiful lakes or streams for a day of fishing fun. To find the best spots, download the free Kentucky Fishing and Boating app. Check out one of our 45 stocked fishing and neighborhoods lakes. There's one nearby you. And don't forget to purchase your fishing license before you cast that line. Your license purchase helps fund conservation efforts that benefit all wildlife. Visit fw.ky.gov to get started.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Okay. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Hey, Marcus. Pat Kelsey talks at noon. So you think you could stay on and just anchor that until he comes on, or you want me to do that?
You mean as far as like no play out, no last run break?
Yeah. Just be like, we're waiting Pat Kelsey, and then I'll air it live here on 93.9. And I think Zach's going to do the same on 680.
Okay.
All right. If you want, I can just stick around and do it if you got a place to be or something.
No, it's fine.
All right, cool. Here we go. Go.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus David. 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Things definitely got a little heated in that last segment. Me being the heated one. Well, that's the perfect transition to remind everybody that temperature control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. That was hell. To not be able to respond.
I was going to say, I was like, how is Marcus not responding unless he just was like, I can't deal with this and just dropped off? Like, because I was listening for you and I was like, do I need to reset something? Because I feel like Marcus would have something to say.
I was so invisible in that conversation. I'm listening. I mean, okay. I know that I have to have a little bit of delusion to be great. I feel like everybody does in every sport, right? I feel like you have to be, okay, Elon had to be delusional. Like, you got to be delusional to be great a little bit.
Right? Oh, absolutely. You got, it kind of goes, hand in hand with dreaming a little bit there.
Conversely, when I hear Kevin say, like, it's so frustrating, Nikki, because it's the thief of comparison. You're like, it upset me to my core when somebody says, you're never going to be anything. You're not going to do this. You're not even this. And you're not even better than them. I mean, of course you're better than us, but you're not better than them, and you're not better than them, and you're not better than.
But we play in the Big Ten, so you're not really better than us. Like, just come on.
I'm just like, that was 8 minutes of how it's just okay. I'm not calling Kevin a loser. But that's a loser voice to me. You know what I'm saying? That call, the I told you, Braum is not going to work from a Louisville fan, and he's at 8. Well, we got 8 wins right now.
Yeah, with the 14th hardest schedule in the country.
Mean, and I'm just listening, and
and all of those wins were by, a touchdown or less.
Playoff contenders. 7 points. What is Notre Dame ranked now?
What are they ranked?
Do you have any idea?
Let me see. I can pull this up.
YouTubers, help me out. If you know what Notre Dame is ranked right now, listen. And here's the thing. It was frustrating too because, listen, we were having this great Terrence Edwards Jr. conversation. I play Indiana tomorrow. And I'm like,
They're fifth.
That's
in the AP.
Dame.
In the AP before anyone gets mad at me.
Is 11-1. Miami is what are they? What's Miami? 10-1?
Miami is 10-1, and they are currently 8th in the AP.
Just
SMU 10-1, 9th in the AP.
I mean,
IU at 10-1 is 10th in the AP.
God, just watching from the tree. You can go ahead and grab that. Like I said, we're so deep. Like it's not even analytics at that point. Look, Brooks. The only time Brooks and the quarterback is any good. Steve did a good job of not letting it go because then you say, stop getting these quarterbacks. We got one of the best quarterbacks out there. Oh, God. I didn't. I was just, and I could not believe that y'all couldn't hear me on the other line yelling and
I
screaming.
knew something happened. I was like, these are hanging curveballs. How is Marcus not swinging?
Listen, my internet went out for like 4 seconds, and I think it changed my settings and it dropped me off. Do we got somebody on the line?
Yeah, we got the real Kevin who wants to join us.
Kevin, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Kevin.
Hey, man, I ain't called a long time. I've been minding my own business and getting a text and a call. Man, what you do to Marcus now today? I said, I ain't even been on the radio. So just clarify, my name's the real Kevin when I call, and call that guy the Indiana Kevin so we don't get confused.
Fair enough. I appreciate you calling and clearing that up.
Right on.
Okay. So Kevin doing a good job of clearing that up. Yeah, I was dying. I was dying, Nikki. Listen, I was still mad about hijacking other basketball conversation.
I know. That's why I felt bad. We were in the middle of a great basketball conversation, and Ellis comes in just spouting off some nonsense about Jeff Brom. And I usually trust the callers. And for the sake of time, I just get their name, tell them to hang tight, and I'll get you right on the air. Everything like that. But now I'm going to have to start asking people, what are you going to say?
He was fine.
But,
like I said, he was fine. As long as you don't get the swear bomb guy, jumping in. Listen, I do not mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind the challenging conversation, but you got to answer the question. Steve did a great job of saying, hey, you can't just spout off and not have a true position. I'm gonna just, I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of conversations to the wall to see if they stick. Just like I said, the brand. It's like, I was a state school. I don't have a problem with Iowa in the conversation, but I like
the last 30 years. I just
30 years.
I was kind of like a big sample size. And if you want to do that, then I go to Steve's point. If you just want to take 30 years is a big sample size, but if you want to look at the last 30 years, I feel like, Louisville used to be, they were playing like YMCA and stuff like that back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you really want to look at the last 30 years, once Louisville started getting into better conferences and playing better competition,
Louisville's an infant.
I'll play that game. We're a teenager, but in the last couple decades, we've been, I think, as relevant, if not more so than Iowa.
Listen,
Iowa's known for what? A boring ass brand of football. Not saying that they're not a historic program or they haven't had some success, but look in the last 20 years here, 2 BCS bowls, a Heisman.
Louisville is literally an infant in the sport of football, of college football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they really are. You can't compare the historic. You can't. If you put Louisville up against Notre Dame, they have a much more storied tradition than Louisville does.
Yeah,
but
what if I say, okay, well let's cut that in half and make it 12 years, and then I got Lamar Jackson and Teddy Bridgewater and my receivers and Makai
Brian Brom. You have an Orange Bowl. You have a Sugar Bowl. You have guys. You have Jair Alexander. You have guys in the pros doing things. Sheldon Rankins.
I will say this, Nikki. I had a bit of an ouch moment, and for those of you who are, let's just say 30. Let's just say 40 and up, okay? I'm particularly talking to that crowd. You know how you hear the things like, you saw the stat that said Back to the Future was farther, we're farther in the future than Back to the Future was in the past.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
yeah. I'm watching a show called Tokyo Vice that takes place in 1999. And all of a sudden I just started watching it. It was one of Weebs' suggestions. It's fantastic. It's on HBO.
Uh-huh.
And I had the realization that that show, I watched that 70s show growing up, a little bit as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that time frame of the present day to this Tokyo Vice show was as far, if not further, than me watching that 70s show as a kid. And I was like, oh, that's right in the pills.
Because you're like, wait a minute, that 70s show, you think about it, like what's taking place in the 70s show is like 55 years ago now.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah.
So people who could relate to that 70s show and what was going on it, it's 55 years ago. Sheesh.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. Can you mute me for 1 second? Let me get this cough out really quick.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Clear your throat. A couple of texts coming in. 437-968, or I'm sorry, 3831-939 is the text line over here on 93.9 The Ville. A texter said, I didn't see Satterfield being better than Braum on my bingo card today.
I see, and okay, and like just a simple, that I'm flustered because I'm like, that's like one of those arguments that you're just like, okay, or can we stop and just say what you said again? And then we're saying, okay, your record and his record. You're in the ACC championship. Nobody else has done that. You just busted Clemson on the road. Nobody, and your argue backs are like, well, that's because, and it's like, okay, so his wins have to have a qualifier to it. Oh God. I was talking to somebody the other day, Nikki, and they were like, excuse me. My goodness, hold on.
You okay? Yeah, clear that one out.
Oh God.
3831-939 is the text line. You okay? Yeah, this was a fluster burp.
I'm retroactively, that was a sneeze. I'm retroactively still arguing about some stuff that I shouldn't even got worked up over. But yeah, I'm like, Satterfield, like, that's not a conversation. It's like, dude, I need a smoke break or something. Nikki, you want to hear something funny too? This has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I was having a conversation, and I want to know if this is a delegation thing, or does something like this take place in the Italian family or any traditional families that you have dealt with at Thanksgiving? I just want to get this question out.
All right, I'm listening. We'll see if it's a delegation thing for the Pisons as well.
I want to know about the relatability of it. Okay, so this is Thanksgiving. Okay. Now, picture this. There you have a lot of family. Let's say a lot of family. Let's say 12 people, right? 12 people.
Okay. 12. Yeah, that's a decent sized Thanksgiving. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Grandma's house, right? Okay. Somebody, let's just say somebody who's 22 years old, right? And think about it, there's grandmas, there's granddad. Okay, this is from old to young, right? The 22-year-old says, hey, I'm about to run to the store, right? The cousin that's 24 says, I'm gonna ride with you, right? It's 30 minutes before time to eat. Where are they going? Texters 38 31 93.9. Two middle-aged cousins say, I'm going to the store 30 minutes before it's time to eat. And another third person says, I'll ride with y'all. Where are they going, Nikki? Texters 38 31 93.9. Will Nikki answer this question correctly?
Okay. There's three options. They are legitimately running to the store to get like Cool Whip or something for the pie, something that, got forgotten.
Okay.
I put a 30% chance on that.
Okay.
30% chance running to the liquor store.
Okay.
40% chance they're burning one down.
99.999. They're going to go smoke some weed. Listen, you don't go 30 minutes before it's time to eat to go get drinks. Right? Listen, I was wondering, that was a question I was going to ask Steve in particular. Everybody who listen, nobody wants to go to the store voluntarily. Nobody wants to ride with somebody to go to the store just to keep them company. Nobody needs company when Thanksgiving dinner is about to be set off. And
Nate on the line.
People want to be there for the first round. So let me get back to the phone lines.
Oh, 100%.
Nate, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Nate.
And this ain't got nothing to do with no delegation at all. Because this happens all across the board.
Does it?
Everybody's Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Paint me a picture. What is it like in another household?
Somebody might be like, hey, they may not be going to the store. Hey, I'm going to go down the garage. Y'all want to come see this? And then, dude, look, cousin's fixing to get up. Brother-in-law's fixing to get up. Uncle's going to get up. Hell, Granny might even get up, see what's going on. And then everybody's going to come back really hungry.
Does everybody just give it like a look? Do you just know?
I mean, they're not really fooling nobody. They think they're slick, you know what I'm saying? But we all know what's going on.
You just don't want the kids to know.
Right. Yeah. Right. As long as my kids don't go, everything's okay. Y'all enjoy yourself. Come on back.
Fair enough. I appreciate it.
And then that ain't no delegational thing to it, buddy. That's all the way across the board.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know, because I was, like I said, I was having the conversation. I appreciate the call, Nate. I was having that conversation, and I tried to ask you, like, do you know where your kids are, kind of thing. Like I'll give you some of the situation, and you should be able to guess the rest of it. So yeah, that was just a funny conversation we had. So your Thanksgiving's pretty much over with?
Yeah, doing the family Thanksgiving. We did my family this past weekend. We had a couple Thanksgiving festivities. Gonna do a Friendsgiving, kind of. They just do like a cocktail hour. We're gonna do that on Thanksgiving, and then go to Jeanette's family on Thursday. So yeah, that's been crushing some. Had to go to the store yesterday. Got some groceries for a sick neighbor. Yeah. And then also got some bread because I needed some bread for the leftover Sammys, man. Like, I don't know about you, but I put everything on there: stuffing, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, turkey. Like, I throw it all on there, and I just make that reminds me. Do you remember the Friends episode where the guy eats Ross's like leftover sandwich?
No, but I would kill somebody. I'd kill somebody.
No, they like the whole joke is like Ross is like having a bad day, and that sets him off, and they send him to anger management.
Oh no, I don't need anger management. You got to go.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the biggest villain in that entire show is the dumbass that eats his sandwich and then throws the rest of it away because he like can't finish it. Like, and then Ross loses his mind. Like, I've never been angrier at a character. I mean, like, there's been some great villains on TV. But that schmuck, like, I mean, I'm a very easygoing guy. At least I think so. I love everybody here. They're my friends. I mean, if somebody ate my leftover sandwich and then threw it out, it's on site. No. Like, I mean, the second I find out about that, like,
listen. I still got a couple of points I want to close out with on the basketball side of things with Louisville IU coming up tomorrow. Of course, Coach Pat Kelsey will be talking at 12 o'clock, so I'm going to take everybody up to the hour. I want to give a couple of shout outs, but before I do all of that, I got to say it, Nikki. If you like vicariously got angry, again, I've kind of lightly told the story before. I will never, ever, ever get over my friend Michael Gibbs Jr. telling me he made that beef stroganoff for the family. And his brother-in-law roommate, who's, three and a half, at least 3 bills, 3+, probably more, real big dude. He said he told him he can get on it. He said he walked past him in the hallway. He was like, for the first bowl, he's like, damn, he didn't say it, but he's like, you flooded that plate pretty good, And then he said he saw him go back down the hallway and go back for seconds. And he's like, Jesus, and beef stroganoff is a family meal,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a heavy meal too, man.
Yep. And he said, man, after he went that second time, Nikki, Nikki, he said he went the second time and Gibbs just got up and said, you know what? I'm going to just take some right now and put it in the, put it in a Tupperware because I don't know what he's going to pull, later on. Right. So he puts his Tupperware stroganoff off to the side. Right. And keep in mind, this wasn't what he, was going to eat for dinner. He hadn't eaten dinner yet or nothing. The kid ate or whatever. He puts the Tupperware on the bottom shelf and put it in the back. And he put a plate, like a plate that had some foil on it already because it was, some old, they'd been sitting in the refrigerator.
Yeah,
and
right.
Covered up the beef stroganoff, right? His little sample. So then he said it got late. He's playing the game. He ends up not eating dinner, right? Dude had cleaned out the bowl, right? The brother-in-law cleaned out the whole pot, right? He told me, Nikki, he called me. It was the middle of the day. He called me. He was at work. He said he had been thinking about that beef stroganoff because he didn't have it last night. So he's, so he didn't eat dinner. He was thinking about it. And he said, like, when he grabbed it, he took it with him or whatever. He told me, Nikki, that he got to work. He put it in the microwave and opened it up. His brother-in-law had ate the rest of his beef stroganoff and poured like what's this alphabet soup, like the Chef Boyardee. Put something in there to replace the stroganoff that he ate. And not like actual, the taking of a human life has crossed my mind maybe 3 times. And I felt like they were justified. Okay.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you, but he cannot not get choked. Now,
I was going to say,
you have to decide in the moment how far this choking is going to go, but you can't not physically do harm to him and coexist on this planet after he did that to you.
I mean, after he already crushed like the whole thing,
crushed the whole pot. And this is this is a family pot. So when you do the family, you put 2 you use 2 hamburgers.
Oh God. Yeah, exactly. That's like, it serves a family. There's like 10 servings in there.
And he had like a 12-year-old, like this boy was like 12 at the time. And it was like, I don't know, like, you gotta get him.
Oh, dude, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I love to share food. But that
it's a compliment that somebody really enjoys eating your food.
Oh, absolutely. But like, that is because that's the thing. It was premeditated. Like he went and took the food and replaced it.
The fact that he did that, and look, and he covered it back up with the foil.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be less mad at the fact he's like, oh, that was yours. I ate it. My bad. Like, like, okay, seriously, I'd be pissed still, and there still might be some retribution, but at the same time, be like, all right, like, whatever. Like, but the fact that he stole it and then tried to like cover it up, like, and thought you wouldn't notice, like, no, like, and I would give a moment to defend himself. Be like, well, I didn't want you to not have lunch. All right, that's nice, thanks. But like,
no conversation. I can't call you. I can't ask you because
I think there'd be violence.
If I called you from work, you might be on your toes or something, or you might try to do something like leave some money on the table or something to try to make up for it. Like anything you try to do to make this go away. It's just like, I was like, you have to beat him up. And if he can beat you up, you just got to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This has to end in fisticuffs. Okay,
there has to be some form of low level violence. Yeah, like don't go to jail over it, but
don't get yourself locked up. But then again, how much will be worth it?
I mean, the angriest I've ever seen Jeanette at me was when I accidentally might have been, little tipsy.
Right.
I ate her quesadilla. And she was like, "Why'd you eat that?" And I was like, "I thought it was just a mistake. Like, I didn't know, like, I DoorDashed it. I thought they just gave me an extra thing." I DoorDashed. She was like, "I told you that was my quesadilla." And I was like, "Oh, my bad. I'll get you another one." No, she didn't talk to me for like 2 days.
Yes.
And quite honestly, I think she was thinking, like, could I hit him? Like,
right. This might be.
But had this been a dude, like it would have been absolute violence on site. But Jeanette is, pretty chill and pretty calm and everything like that. But seriously, that was, I think, one of the angriest, like, in our 5-year relationship. I don't think I've ever seen her as angry or angrier. I mean, there's been a couple times she's been that angry, but like that was a top 5.
Yeah, that. Like I said, that story, like, it'll never leave my head. Let me give a couple shout outs really quick. First of all, let me give a huge shout out and special thanks to one of the newest members of the team. That would be, of course, Kentuckiana Pump Sales. People, for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. People, the moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Sump, affluent, grinder, sewage. Anything you need, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725.com. Also, pump it up. All these nice days, if you need to get your home looked at, if you need some stuff, some surgery to your home done around the house, Citadel Roofing and Construction. Emphasis on and construction, people, because your home is still in your first line of defense. I'm telling you, is your roof. So if your roof,
I'm in your ear. Okay. Disconnected, reconnect real fast. You've been dropping.
Okay.
Lost you.
Okay. Did you get me back? Did you get me back, Nick? I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Okay,
now you're back.
Okay. Yeah, people, definitely want to say, listen, if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. They are locally owned and operated. They'll provide free inspections, free estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964. Louisville, Indiana will come down to strength and confidence. That group of Indiana players, they know they have high side potential. They know that Indiana is going to have a ruckus section over there. They're going to travel well with this team. But it's one of those things. Davenport would always say it. Some teams like this, you got to punch them in the mouth early. I don't think if Indiana gets out to a fast start, you'll be in trouble. If Louisville jumps on top of Indiana, I think they might.
Got PK.
Yeah. Okay. We'll throw to Coach Kelsey right away.
Chucky Hepburn's there as well.
Just being here and on this stage and kind of what you remember about that year, and maybe if you told your teammates.